Hi, this is Kelly. Welcome to my channel. Today I have 3 creepy, cute, Gothic DIYs for you. DIY number 1, Grim and Ghostly. So I got these signs at Dollar General, and once you get that football off of there, most of the paper comes off. And I'm going to take a scraper and get the rest off. Now that backing, the paint will soak that right up. You don't have to get all that off, and just, use a new blade and try not to gouge too deep in there, and you're going to want to sand that. So I painted this entire box, or it's 2 of them actually, with Waverly pumpkin, and now I'm dry brushing some black chalk paint, and I do a pretty heavy stress with the black. We want it to be dark, but the orange peeking through, And here's my creepy, cute little, I don't know, well, I wouldn't say Grim Reaper, really. He doesn't have a sickle, but he looks kind of like the Grim Reaper with his black hood. And he's got the tree limb hands. I just think it's just so cute. It can be creepy and that cute at the same time. It just tickles me. So I'm just going to do the edges in black and go ahead and dry brush a little black over the entire image. Darken it up a little bit. And these are just so cute. These Etsy papers, gosh, you can find just about anything. And here's my other little ghosty. Look at, he's so cute. And I'm going to do the same thing with the black paint on that image. So we're going to put the Mod Podge on the back of, this is a cardstock, and we've torn the edges out. Also, of course, before we added the black paint, make sure I've got the which side is the top, because these already have sawtooth hangers on the back, which is very handy. Let me just get this image pressed in place. Make sure we don't have any bubbles. Make sure all the edges are down. It's so cute. And of course we do the same thing with the other image on the other box. They're so cute. Love it. These are so much fun. So we're letting that Mod Podge dry for a while. And we're taking this orange chiffon ribbon, and I'm also going to hit that with the black chalk paint. It's just too bright. You can distress it and darken it. It looks really good. And this is just black, orange, 2 of each color. Find the center, tie it with some twine. Easy peasy. And you can add a little dab of glue. I mean, once you glue it to the piece, the knot's going to be glued together also, but I like to do this just to make sure that twine doesn't start to come undone. Just trim that off, and we're going to glue these kind of up inside the top of the box there. Just get a little accent there and then I add a little black Spanish moss to the bottom, and that's about it. Too cute. I love how these turned out. So easy and fun. All of these are pretty easy to do. DIY number 2, Reaper's Rest. So I thrifted this little tabletop decor here, and I like how it's got the separated slats. That's always a good look. And we're going to paint this entire thing with black chalk paint. And we're going to take our trusty white regular old candle, and we're going to rub the wax onto the black paint and get it on there. Press hard and rub it in there really well. And once you get all that done, you don't have to let it dry or anything, so you can immediately go ahead and paint. And this is the same pumpkin orange by Waverly, and it doesn't have to be a perfect coat. You don't have to get full coverage, because we're going to scrape off a lot of that orange paint to distress it and show that black through. And I'm doing this very, very gently. That's what the wax is for. You don't have to press down and you know, just again, do it very lightly, and you can control how much you want to take off. You can take off a lot or just a little bit. And just keep on going around, going across there, and there you have it. It looks kind of vintage and aged. And this is a folk art antiquing medium. It's a liquid. I guess it's antiquing wax. It has the same consistency. And we're going to hit all those torn edges. This is, oh, it's the color nutmeg. It's a little lighter than my other wax. I like it better. And we're going to cover this entire thing with Mod Podge, making sure it gets down in those crevices there. And we attach our little Grim Reaper. Press it down. Try not to get in the Mod Podge that's on the outside of it. And then I've got a little tiny paintbrush, and I am pressing the paper down. This is regular paper, by the way. This isn't the cardstock. And I'm pressing it down in all those little grooves. I tried cutting it with that little utility knife, and it was ripping. So what ended up working the best was this popsicle stick, and I was just pressing down all the way across to get it down in that Mod Podge. And then I just put the whole thing in there and push it down, jiggle it around a little bit. It worked like a dream. And just keep on pressing everything in there. Now I've got a little bitty chip brush and my nutmeg antiquing wax, and we're going to get down in those grooves really well. We want to get that nice and dark. We want those to show. And a regular, if you don't have a chip brush this small, a regular stiff paintbrush will work as long as it's small enough. Because I'm dabbing off some on the paper towel so I don't get too much. I don't want to get it anywhere else but in the groove at first. So there, those are done. We're going to get a bigger chip brush and distress the entire image. Get the edges really well. Darken it up a little bit. We want to kind of blend it. This nutmeg works very well with the orange. It blends in really nice with the color. Too cute. How is it so creepy and so adorable at the same time? Now I've got this ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby that I used some and took it back off of a project. It's a long story. Anyway, I have these pieces that are kind of already cut up. So I'm going to cut out sections that are shaped like a leaf. And these look like, a leaf that's been, around for a while. Kind of like the skeleton of a leaf, if you will. And I painted them black, and I'm just going to glue 3 of them down in the top corner. Thank you guys for being here with me today. I can't believe October is here. It's crazy. I don't know where the summer went. And I'm going to take a little bit of Spanish moss just to kind of give a little lift for that flower so it lays kind of flat. And this one's done. DIY number 3, Haunted Hollow Tree. This is another Dollar General sign. I did the same thing as in the first project where I scraped. You see I kind of gouged into it a little bit further than I wanted to, but you sand that down really well, and we're going to decoupage cardstock over it. You'll never see it. So I've painted that with black chalk paint, and there's my image. Isn't he cool? It kind of reminds me of HR Puff and Stuff. Who remembers that show? Like HR Puff and Stuff and Jack Skellington had a baby. So we add our Mod Podge and our image. Now I Mod Podge the entire back of this, and I probably should have just Mod Podged the back of the cardstock, but it all works out. It gets blended with the antique wax and the decorations. So, and once that Mod Podge is dry, we got our antiquing medium here, and this nutmeg shows up really nice on black. The darker antique wax I have does show up, but not nearly as nice as this nutmeg, and it gives a really pretty look. And then I'm going to go around and hit all of the black and all the edges of my image here. And there's a little white spot. It didn't want to stain for me. There, it's finally done. I had to go over it like 10 times. So once you get your edges nice and dark, go over and lightly dry brush the entire image, blending everything together. He's so cool. The glowing eyes just kill me. This is a little Dollar Tree skull, and I painted him with sandstone, and then distressed him with antique wax as well. And this is just regular old beads, and then a half bead. And these are going to be little mushrooms. You notice the mushrooms in the image. And some wood glue, and let that dry. I'm going to paint the stems, if you will, a light gray or sandstone, either one will work. And then the mushroom caps in pumpkin spice. That's in a Craft Smart acrylic. And then I'm going to take a Q-tip. Or actually, this is primitive, but gray works just fine. And I'm just going to put the little dots on my mushrooms. And I ended up cutting the back of the skull off because it was too big to fit. It's just a small ledge in this shadow box here. And you see I glued a bead in the back to give it some lift, so I had something I could glue it to. I got my black Spanish moss. And we're just going to glue this one end down first, because we're going to place this skull over here. And see, I got a piece of a popsicle stick and a bead on the back, so I'd had something I could connect with the glue here. And we glue him in place on this side. Then we're going to glue down the moss a little more. I'm trying to really press that down because I don't want to hide the image. And I've got my mushrooms, and we're going to hot glue the 3 mushrooms in the other corner. Got one kind of in front of the Spanish moss, and then you can just kind of pull the moss around it so it's kind of hanging out a little bit. I was so tickled with these little mushrooms. I'm like, how can I make a mushroom? And I looked across the room and saw my bin with all my beads. I'm like, ah, perfect. These are so cute. So is everyone ready for fall and Halloween and all that? Because it's here. I can't believe it. It goes by fast. So here are little mushrooms. They're in place. And then I glued another piece of that same ribbon that I cut the little leaves out of, and I just used Aleene's tacky glue, or I started with hot glue on the top to make sure I got it down, and then tacky glue I folded it over, and then tacky glue on the front. And of course I gotta have my chiffon ribbon. This is just 4 pieces of black. Get that up in the top corner. And this one is done. Here they are. They're so cute. So cute. Very happy with these. And easy and fun. Here's my little Grim Reaper. Look at him. It's like when the Grim Reaper was a kid. Haunted tree. Thank you guys again for being here with me today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you'll come back and see me. Don't forget to like and share and all the things. Bye.